So came over to start picking up some of this stuff. Actually got a bunch of tools and shit cleared out of the way. I'm trying to push stuff back. Is I've been selfishly taking up the space back here still. But that's training for the Integra. That's CSS block for the Integra. I guess that there's a bunch of you guys that are new here that don't know what I've got or what not. But this is the engine I put together for the Integra, CSS block, different racing pistons, scat rods, GSR head, stock GSR head. Anyway, plan on making 500 out of that. Big old turbo. I have a fresh V20 block that I cleaned up that I could use, and a V20 crank, or V18 V20 crank. And this is the last engine I built while I was still here, and we are good. It's holding up, all wrapped up and whatnot. It is V18 Eagle rods, YCP high compression CTR pistons. I don't know, man. Just being back here and seeing the shit, kind of got me hyped up to start doing some stuff again, man. I'd like to do some stuff. Like I told you guys on the Facebook video I posted the other day, it's not that I don't want to do stuff like this, guys. It's just that, money to finish projects. Building engine blocks and stuff like that are easy. It's the small things that add up for the swap parts that become more difficult over time. Good news is we had a good week. For some reason, all of our immediate nasty big bills actually got cleared up this weekend. We had a little bit more money than I thought. I was able to buy my compressor for my car, for my daily, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to buy a cherry picker. The weather's nasty, so I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to buy a cherry picker, and then there's nothing really to stop me from putting this swap in the fucking car. And I pretty much did assemble everything I need. I could probably turn it on too, because one of the first things I did when I got back down to South Florida was I bought a harness, and the harness was the last major missing component I needed to actually turn the car on. So I can do that as soon as I get the swap dropped into the car. I just need to put those two fittings on the brake. Oh man, I forget the fucking shit it's called. Anyway, the brake cylinder shit on the firewall. Once I get that complete, which is literally like a 5-minute thing to do, then I can drop the swap in place and actually fire it up. And like I was saying, the big thing that was holding me up was getting the cherry picker, and now I think I'm pretty sure, I'm 98% sure I'm going to be able to buy it this weekend. I say this weekend like it's not already the weekend, but I literally just got off work, and I just got off work. So the weekend's just now starting for me. The only thing is, I guess, would be like getting the engine to the car or to the house. I don't have a truck. I don't have an SUV or anything like that. So my homeboy's really busy. So even though he has a truck and stuff like that, I don't know if I can, bother him for that. But I do have people I work with that have trucks that would probably take some time on the weekend to help me grab this shit. And if not, I can always buy or rent like a $20 U-Haul truck or whatnot to come get this done. Straight aside, that's a really complete long block, so I would need somebody to help me drag it out of here, and this grass is soft as fuck. But anyway, just wanted to check in with you guys to show you guys what we have. I know that there's been like several hundred new subscribers or whatnot. I don't know of you new subscribers. I don't know who's the ones that are frequently watching or whatnot. But this block was supposed to be a sponsorship deal. I was supposed to give it to somebody I know, but he didn't trust my judgment on this, so he decided to bail on it. And so I guess I'm gonna maybe possibly run it out. I'd love to run it myself, but of course, gotta finish one project before I start another project. But I guess I'm gonna post it for sale locally. I'll debate on posting it for sale on eBay, and if not, I'll just hold on to it for a little while until maybe I can get the shit flowing. I need to finish my little work area in my backyard. Once I do that, then sky's the limit on what I can crank out. And then I've been in Florida for a long time, and even close friends of mine for some reason didn't even realize I was fucking here, even though I've been here for half a year now. So maybe I'll just use this engine as an excuse to like get me out of my turtle shell and actually get back on the market and get seen and have people notice that I'm here again, and use it to start to relaunch building engines. The main reason why I haven't pushed it, because literally, even though it's literally money sitting right there, the reason why I haven't pushed it is just because of the fact that I'm not ready. I want to be able to put an engine on the market and then have several more ready to go. I've mentioned that before I even came back down here, that's something I wanted to do. That I wanted to have. I don't want to do build one, sell one, build one, sell one. I want to build a whole bunch, and then if I'm selling one at a time, it's all right because there's no pressure for me to build the next one. I don't need to take money from that sale to build the next one, like it's already built. It's just gonna be more profit. All right. Anyway, I guess I'm kind of rambling along here, but just want to show you guys that this weekend is one step closer to getting back to getting my own project done. I just need to see about finishing that stupid fucking 10x10 thing in my backyard, and I do have volunteers that help. They're volunteering to help, but again, the weather's fucking bad, which is kind of normal now. It's like 50% chance of rain forever. But if we can do it on a Saturday, if the weather clears up, like next weekend, there hasn't been any fights for a while. So usually there's fights on Saturdays, but there hasn't been any fights for a while. And there is a fight today, so I guess the weather kind of lined up with that, so I don't have to feel bad about wasting time. But next weekend we have a break again before the pay-per-view next week after that. So hopefully if the weather holds up next weekend, next Saturday, then I can go grab my volunteers and I can finish putting up my shit in the back. And once I do that, then I can move everything I have, no problem, and start building engines again. And despite whatever you guys think, I was building engines a long time before I started doing the YouTube thing, and it just kind of happened to be where I slowed down on that as the YouTube started to pick up. So it's not that I'm only talking about engines and never actually working on them. I did plenty. This year in particular has not been my year. Even though I actually did build 3 engines in the last 6 months. Yeah, I built that one and 2 others. I think one of them I sold to a guy out in Washington State who never hit me up. I never got back to me. I don't think I changed my number, but I mean, even if I did change my number, I'm on fucking YouTube and Facebook and whatever, so there's a million ways to contact me if you don't have a direct link. And, the lack of contact could mean that, hey, I ran it and nothing's wrong and I don't care to tell you, or what's more likely is that I haven't run it yet, I'm still building it, still getting it ready, which is understandable, I guess. I can't complain about other people taking long on their project when I take long on mine. And then what also could be a possibility is that he decided to sell it, but I don't think that happened. The guy spent a lot of money. I mean, even though he got a good deal for me, at the end of the day, it was still a good amount of money he spent on that block, so I don't see that he would sell it without using it. It was probably just on the back burner. So for any of you guys are wondering what happened with that engine, I don't have any news. Of course, 100% I will give you guys an update, whether it goes bad or good. If somebody has one of my engines and they report back to me, first thing I do is make a review video. Whether it was bad or good, I'm not going to hide that from you guys. Alright guys, so yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute, and it turns out it's like 10. So I'm going to take off and talk to you guys later, because I do have another video planned. Peace.